As of recording this, I've just seen Liverpool absolutely batter Arsenal 4-0 in the Premier League. And so I thought, why not go through it all again in Football Manager 22? It's a potential title decider. Let's do this. Hello there viewers, and welcome back to another video on the Wayne's World channel. My name is Wayne and we're back again with Arsenal in the Football Manager 22 save. As ever, if you are enjoying the content on the channel and you are enjoying the series, feel free to smash that like button down below. It really does help me out. And if you are new around here, everyone's welcome in Wayne's World. Feel free to drop the channel a sub as well. We're currently going strong with this Arsenal save. We're almost a third of the way through the season. And this clash against Liverpool could prove to be maybe a little bit of a title decider. Who knows? If we can get the win at Anfield, it will be incredibly difficult. But maybe we'll be able to claw them back. In the last episode then, you saw us up against Manchester United and against Leicester City as well. A couple of good results there, and our form has continued through the December and January period. A not so comfortable 1-0 victory over Leeds then, where as you can see, Nicola Pepe scored in the 88th minute at home. I thought it would be relatively easy given the fact that Leeds have been on a poor run of form. A few episodes ago we discussed the fact that they were up in second and they were really overachieving. They seem to have taken a little bit of a dip now. We'll go through the league table shortly. But we managed to beat them 1-0 and followed that up with another 1-0 win against Southampton. Once again, the goals don't seem to be really free-flowing with us. We're keeping a lot of clean sheets though, and defensively we're very solid, so we can be proud of that. 2-0 against West Ham at home, Aubameyang and Ødegaard with the goals there. And then we came up against Crystal Palace, which seemed to be our bogey side. If you remember, a little bit earlier on in the season, they defeated us 1-0 at Selhurst Park. We rotated a little bit in the FA Cup third round, and we came away with a 1-1 draw. Martinelli did score the opener, but Mateta scored late in the second half to take us to a replay, which thankfully at the Emirates, which as I've said a few times is really a fortress at the minute, we managed to beat them 2-0 with 2 goals from Emile Smith-Rowe. And then another home game against Wolves where we won 1-0. So looking through that run of, 7 fixtures, we've only conceded 1 goal across cup and league competitions, which is absolutely amazing. Let's see if we can take that defensive strength to Anfield and give Liverpool a tough game. Looking at the league table then, we are currently, 12 points off of Liverpool at the top. If we are able to win, we cut that lead down to 9 points, and you never know. Stranger things have happened. I don't think we'll be considered favourites for the title whatsoever. But 9 points with about, 15 games to go in the league. Stranger things have happened. We could see ourselves lifting the Premier League, but the most important thing for us is to get back into Europe, and we are looking incredibly strong in that area. We're up in third with 49 points, currently 7 points ahead of Chelsea and Manchester United, our closest rivals. As mentioned before, Leeds have had a major dip and they've dropped from second down to 6th, which is still an incredible season for them, don't get me wrong, but we're starting to create a little bit of distance from some of the teams that will be challenging for those top 6, top 7 European spaces. The big news though is Tottenham are on 28 points. I think that might be a little bit too much of a gap for them to close up. It's a 21-point gap. So we can definitely start thinking about saying North London is red once again. That's a bare minimum. That's always the cherry on top of the icing, on top of the cake, which will hopefully be Champions League football back at the Emirates. We've all missed it, and we can think about maybe some signings with that bumper budget if we are able to qualify for the Champions League. It is the January transfer window, and we do have a little bit of news to bring you. Alex Lacazette will be leaving at the end of the month. He is joining Zenit in less than a week's time. We managed to get, I think it was around about 8 million for him, 9 million in total with a few add-ons. His contract was going to be up in the summer, and we weren't planning to give him a new one because of the amount of money that he was on and the fact that we're looking for a new striker in the summer anyway. Alex Lacazette will be out the door come the end of the month. He hasn't really played too much for us. 9 games, 1 goal. I think that was maybe in a cup competition as well. So he goes with my blessing. I also signed Cesc Fabregas. The less we say about that, the better. But I got a notification. He was on the transfer list, and I thought, let's bring him home. I think the deal was only for, look at that, 22k. Fabregas can, come on, Fabregas can retire with us, surely. Sure, for 22k, it's not that bad. Problem is, since he joined, he has been injured, and I'm expecting him to be injured quite a lot, given the fact that he is, what, 34 years old now. He probably can't really run at all. Yeah, 6 pace over here, and 6 acceleration. I don't think he will be playing all that much in the Premier League, but with Jack Wilshere on trial, and with Cesc Fabregas back, maybe we can start thinking about getting the band back together. Does Alex Hleb still play? Oh my god, he does. Alex Hleb still plays. Is he retiring anytime soon? Oh. And he's available on a free. No, let's not be stupid. Let's not be stupid. Let's just get into the Liverpool game. One thing to also note then, thinking of this squad ahead of the Liverpool game, we are not anywhere near full strength. Obviously, the African Cup of Nations is currently ongoing, and Thomas Partey is away on international duty with Ghana. We're also missing our top goal scorer, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, who has travelled with Gabon. He's been fantastic this year, 17 goals in 20 appearances in the Premier League. We've not needed him too much in other competitions, and we've been able to rest him where we can. I think he's the league's top goal scorer still. I need him back as soon as possible. Yasu is out injured for this game then. But it hasn't been too bad because Ainsley Maitland-Niles has performed quite well in that right-hand side defensive role. He will be lining up with Ben White, Gabriel Tierney, and obviously Aaron Ramsdale in goal, who has been fantastic. Zakaria is the box-to-box mid, and Granit Xhaka is that deep-lying playmaker. I know Xhaka wanted to leave, but we haven't had too many offers for him. There was one loan offer which wasn't really acceptable, so we weren't able to get rid of him during this January transfer window. In the summer, that will probably be of priority. Martinelli on that left-hand side, and Kanu as the attacking mid, Ødegaard on that right-hand side doing some playmaking duties, and Alex Lacazette as the pressing forward. Looking on the subs bench, we do not have all that much that we can do to change things around. Our best players are probably the likes of obviously Emile Smith-Rowe, Callum Chambers, Bukayo Saka. If Lacazette isn't having a good game, I fear for the fact that we will not be able to score at all. As expected then, Liverpool are without Naby Keita and Sadio Mane, and most importantly, Mo Salah, currently one of the best players in the world. That's going to be a huge miss for them, but defensively, they're at full strength. And even in the midfield, you can argue Naby Keita probably wouldn't be starting with the likes of Fabinho, Thiago and Jordan Henderson in that midfield. But up front, they seem to be playing Curtis Jones as one of the wide options. Diego Jota is fantastic, and Firmino as well, probably playing as that false 9 or deep line forward. It will be interesting to see if we can keep them quiet. They're top of the table, we're third, and remember last time out, we did manage to beat them at the Emirates 2-0. We do have the best home form in the league. Away so not so good. But at Anfield, let's hope that we can get a positive result. And the first highlight here does seem to go to Liverpool, but Kieran Tierney intercepts it. Martinelli plays it through to Lacazette, and Ødegaard is through here one-on-one. Should have taken it a bit closer, but it's a good save from Alisson. Curtis Jones is playing on that left-hand side, somewhere that he's not too familiar with, but he's driven into the box, and Zakaria brings him down. It looks like a stonewall penalty. When you've got the likes of Salah and the likes of Mane missing, you don't want to be giving Liverpool these easy chances. And a penalty has been awarded. I imagine, who would it be? Fabinho to step up? No, it's Trent. He steps up against Aaron Ramsdale, and it's into the top corner. That's a fantastic penalty. Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0 at Anfield. It's really disappointing defending. We really shouldn't have been in a position where Zakaria is tracking Curtis Jones back. I'm not too sure what happened there, but we still have quite a lot of time. Hopefully we'll be able to turn it around. A draw here wouldn't be the worst result, but given the fact that their attack is so depleted, I want us to try and get a win. Edging closer to half-time then, and nothing else has happened. It's still Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. Looking at the stats, they've had way more shots, but both of us have had 2 shots on target. Their XG is obviously a lot higher than ours given the penalty decision. But we're keeping the ball really, really well. Possession-wise, we're doing good. We've played it around a lot more, but we just maybe need to find a little bit of that cutting edge. I would say we've been unlucky a little bit, but I want to see a little bit more quality in this second half. Second half starts with a Trent free kick, and it's well saved by Ramsdale. It was quite far out, so Trent obviously has the quality to get that at least on target, which he has done. I would have liked Ramsdale to claim that a little bit better, but he tips it wide for a corner. Curtis Jones finds Firmino. The highlight continues. Do not give away another penalty. Firmino to the back post, well cleared by Ben White. What we're going to do is we're going to bring on Bukayo Saka for Martin Odegaard, who has been pretty poor. In midfield, we'll bring on Lokonga for Zakaria as well. There's not really much else we can do here. What I might do is I'm going to bring Nkunku down here. We're going to bring Nkunku a little bit deeper, and we'll make him a centre mid on attack. We've got Lokonga as the box-to-box mid. What we'll do is we'll change him to more of a ball-winning midfielder. Obviously, we've got Xhaka doing the playmaking duties, and then over here, we'll have Saka on attack. Xhaka, gonna get confused every single time here. Martinelli a bit more attacking, and we will have Lacazette as a bit more of a support, and then Ainsley Maitland-Niles as well. We'll make him a bit more of a support. We'll try to make things a little bit more fluid. We'll try to match them up 4-3-3. We are keeping the ball really well, so that's not the problem. But we're just not doing anything to create any chances. There is still 20 minutes left in the game, so hopefully that tactical change can help. And we start with an Nkunku free kick, and it goes straight to Alisson's hands. Will we be able to force them into mistake? I wouldn't mind them going long. I think in the air we should have the beating of some of their players. Nope, it's gone straight to Curtis Jones. That's a fantastic pass by Alisson. Better than anything my players have done today. And Liverpool build up slowly again. Henderson pings it out wide into Milner, but Ainsley Maitland-Niles does well to sweep up. And Ramsdale goes long. These long balls are never going to end up well in terms of attacking wise, because Lacazette isn't going to beat the likes of Virgil. Going long again, and it's heading straight back to Liverpool every single time. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is in. That's a fantastic pass by Curtis Jones. It's Liverpool 2, Arsenal 0. This seems to be an easy result for them. Everything that's bad that has happened has come from our goalkeeper going long, and those aren't the instructions at all, so we're going to have to look into that a little bit. We are going to have to go attacking for the final 21 minutes. It's disappointing that an ex-player has scored against us. It was always going to be a tough ask at Anfield. It always is, regardless of who's playing there. There's another opportunity, and the corner comes in. Joe Gomez headers it down, and Virgil van Dijk at the back post makes it free. That was probably always going to happen, given the fact that we've gone to attack him. Let's drop it down back to balance, because we don't want to get embarrassed too much. If you've watched the Liverpool-Arsenal game that happened today, if you've caught up on that, then this is going a very similar way. But with 5 minutes left, then it would be nice to just get a consolation goal. Doesn't look likely, and I would say that's our title challenge over and done. It's come to an end at Anfield, and it's Liverpool 3, Arsenal 0. It would have been nice to at least to put up a little bit of a better fight, but take nothing away from Liverpool. All credit goes to them. They're the best side in the league right now. We're now in what is probably a 3-place fight, I would say, between ourselves, Chelsea and Manchester United for the 3rd, 4th and 5th positions. If we can get into the Champions League Season 1, that would be amazing. And we'll look to improve the squad so that we can get onto the level of the likes of Man City and the likes of Liverpool. You're comparing us to the likes of Liverpool that have Salah, that have Mane, they have Jota, they have Firmino. When you're comparing us to the likes of Man City, and have they signed anyone in their attacking department? I wouldn't be surprised if they've got someone like Mbappe or something like that. But looking at their squad then, in attacking areas, they've got the likes of Riyad Mahrez, Ferran Torres, Gabriel Jesus, Raheem Sterling, Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, obviously Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, who all contribute with goals. Next season, even though Manchester United right now are down in 5th place, they're going to bounce back stronger, and I'm sure they're going to sign a lot of players in the summer as well. Likes of Chelsea, who have millions upon millions in the bank and can sign probably almost anyone, but they've obviously got the likes of Romelu Lukaku in the team. They've got Maxi Gomez, who they signed this year, big money signing in the summer from Valencia, bought him for 27.5 million. He scored quite a lot of goals. 10 goals in just 9 starts. That's a really, really good contribution from him. Mason Mount is having a good goal scoring season. Havertz can score. Obviously, Werner can't really score, but it is what it is. Talking of which, we may look at Timo Werner in the summer, because it seems as though he had a bit of a falling out with then boss Thomas Tuchel. Talking of managers and Thomas Tuchel, yeah, Chelsea hired someone. Zinedine Zidane. So that's going to make next season even more difficult. As Tottenham also hired a manager, Joachim Low. It just seems as though the Premier League attracts the biggest and the best. We've now got Pep, we've got Zidane, we've got the likes of Klopp at Liverpool, we've got Joachim Low at Tottenham. The biggest and the best keep coming to the Premier League. So our job to stay in the top 4 this season is going to be difficult, but next year we have to maintain that, and then ideally by season 3 we'll be pushing for the Premier League. If you have enjoyed this one, as said before, feel free to hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Disappointing result against Liverpool, but let's try our best to bounce back against Manchester City. Thank you for watching, and as ever, stay safe, take care, and I will see you for the next one.